course it is, eliminatoire à ton. But first, we've got to make our way there and keep our squad injury-free. That's right, it's the last couple of rounds of the Top Quad-Toz regular season, and today you'll see exactly why we're looking for no injuries. Bonjour everyone and welcome back along to Montpellier career mode, where it is round number 25, the penultimate round of the regular season, and we are taking on the lowly 10th placed POW side. A game that is often more scary than when you're playing teams inside the top 6 or the top 8. This is a POW team though we should be still beating, but regardless of the result, our place in second is already secure. Today is all about, in next episode, keeping the team as injury-free as possible. Of course, we've already lost a couple of players. Stunder, Garado out for pretty much the rest of the season. Let's make sure no big names join that list from the Montpellier side. So you can see by our team we've changed everyone. Gomez, Tolofua, Hamadaj, Capelli, Geelong, Joseph, Underhill, Sanconi, Merrick, Darmon back in the show at number 10. Good to see him back in the team. Minozzi's on the left wing. Look out for that excitement Italian machine. Reinhardt and Harris throughout the midfield. Rattiz comments we wanting him back in the lineup. Here you go. Your wish is granted. And of course, Portier had a long injury layoff, but he is back. And he's back in the starting lineup looking for some more rugby with Montpellier. Up against us is a side that I think has a few dangerous players. Ekfin, certainly on the right wing, is a danger man, as is Vatubua in that midfield. The forward pack, though, you look at it, there's not too much. Laspuik, of course, we know that name at hooker. There's not much else going through this pack that puts too much fear into anyone's eyes. So I'm looking at it and saying, even with our B team, we should do it quite nicely. This is a POW team with a 9-win, 1-draw, 14-loss record. And when you look at who's starting and who's on their bench, it's not surprising why. Names like Tokalahi, Skinner, Whitelock, Manu, Maddox, all riding the pine. Probably where their 9 wins come when those guys were playing. But since they've obviously had injury layoffs, the form has certainly gone downhill. We've got a good mix of other B team players and of course regular starters on our bench, but hopefully you don't need to use them, like Sishioki, Bumba, Placines, Bello, Thomas Malins. If they do come on, which will be last desperate move if they do, hopefully they last those minutes out. Of course, we're still to win the game, though. That is the number one priority. And POW are playing in their home strips tonight. They are the home team. The white predominantly have a bit of green on the sides and the top. As we are underway, Tom Smith gets this round 25 fixture into action. And an early touch there from Joseph in the Montpellier side. This is a great start from POW. Dominance in the pack. Giving them the ball. An early turnover and a chance for Montpellier and it's straight back. But some good support lines around the breakdown. Keep it through that midfield. Decron tries to shoulder his way through. Quick ball. But the ball gets up with it. Great tackle, Rattiz. Thunderous hit on Smith, who thought he could do it down the short side. Now they look to the forwards. Wide ball over top. Running to the corner is Ekfin. We know what he does. We know what he can do. And Montpellier can't win the race. Ekfin wins it. And the opening try goes to POW. Not the start we had in mind. That's certainly the case. Early turnover, big defence from Rattiz. I love to see that. And then it was the hands keeping that ball alive, not taking the tackle. And Ekfin gets around the outside of his defender. Looked like Darmon. And then the racer was Darmon. The race in the corner with Portier was won by the big winger. On his way quite comfortably into that right-hand edge. Wow, 5-0. Tom Smith will look to make it 7 off his left boots. Big kick way out here on this right-hand wing, and that is a great kick from Smith. And the 10th place POW leads 7 points to 0 over the mighty second of Montpellier. Only 4 losses this season. They do not want to add to that. But of course, keeping an injury-free squad is almost more important now that we've secured that place at number 2. Darmon gets us back underway. Minozzi is chasing hard. It's left. It's a big error. And somehow they come up with it. Well taken from Smith. And it's kicked away from Vatubua. You'd think you would like to keep that one in the field of play if possible. Of course, with no fullback there. Portier up in the line for some unknown reason. The ball's gone and touched right on halfway though. Good kick from Vatabua. Now the pressure on. And Scapelli grabs it at the front. And now Montpellier needs to reply. Roll hard, some hands through. Oh, Harris knocks it on. The ball spills free. And now Powell have another chance. We've got the ball twice. We've got one phase each time. A ruck turnover. Now a knock on. As Vatabua cuts back inside. Kicks over the head of Minozzi. He gets it nicely on the bounce. And now he's got work to do. Minozzi, he beats one. Looks on his outside. He's got Harris as well. Harris hangs onto the ball and finds a massive ball back into Sankoni. How he found him, I do not know. It's back for Merrick though. Shillong, Minozzi close to the sideline. Can't keep it in. And a desperate little chance from the Italian. Trying to make it work down narrow corridors. Gives the ball away to Powell. And a dangerous second opportunity for the lowly side. This is to the back, stolen. Underhill does very well, fires out the rail hug. Now the backs are in motion, and now Harris is running. Ratisse getting away from his support, finds Damon, goes to Ratisse. He steps inside, squirts it out to Joseph, who somehow snatched it away from Harris. It's there for Merrick. Shillong, wide border roll hug, cuts it back towards traffic. Oh no! High tackle for Marusi. And do we slow it all down, or do we go for the gauntlet? You know what? I'm in a position here where well, a draw is as good as a win as far as I'm concerned, as long as no one gets injured. That is a great kick from Damon. Oh, perfect play. Now we're going to back it up. We've put the pressure on the big boys, and we've said, now, you secure this ball, and let the backs go to work. The middle they go. Merrick cuts it out to Minozzi. Oh, Minozzi flattened and injured and broken in half. Great tackle in midfield. And a rib tickler for Minozzi. Sees him depart the field. Wow, the question now, I guess we've got to go with Teddy Thomas. He's probably the one out of the two of Malins that we could lose. I think Max Malins, though, is certainly one we want to keep around. And there we go. Just what I spoke about before. Injuries. I didn't want to lose Minozzi, but boy, if that was Alvarez Iraka or Makazona Mapimpi, I would have been, spitting bricks. That would have been absolutely shocking for us.
Set.
But it's a golden chance now from a set piece to make something work. Sankoni loves a run, loves a scamper, loves delivering a punch through as well. Merrick, Joseph, Harris, away for Ratisse. One to beat for Vincent Ratisse, can't quite get there. Merrick again, holds it up. Wide for Sankoni. Oh no, he looked back inside for Gomez.
Release.
And he's only found the hairs of Callis. And Powell escape under some desperate measures as the ball is kicked away. Bottier's up in the line and misses 3 yards. Big kick away from Powell. Harris goes back for it. Finds Damon, who's met with another heavy tackle. This is great defence from Powell so far. Blue Jumpers still trying to get back. Harris goes round the corner with Geelong. Can they combine to grab another couple of metres, but struggling at the breakdown. And Powell will turn it back over. Wow, this game is all falling in the favour of the home team, who just have their stuff together just that little bit better than Montpellier do at the moment. Rumi and Butterball wants to move it, who looks back, and they go through the midfield instead. Decron, nice little short ball away from Yamigo. Get it back through the forwards. Ross this time takes it to ground, little short passes. Callis to the right as Metz turns it back around, and another carry through the middle from Les Brett. Metz, wide all outside Harris. The Butterball's right in the corner again. This time they look to stop him. They do brilliantly. 2 defenders. And Tui Moala gets pummeled into touch. Danger man on the left is Tui Maloa. But now, trailing by 7, we've got to go. Teddy Thomas gets a kick away. It's partially charged. It's a good chase upfield as well. But he's outside the 22. He's back again. Tui Moala looking to the corner, but he's driven backwards. Great tackle from Bottier at the back. Ratabua looking for forwards. The big boys, the runners. Decron! Decoys everywhere. And Decron will double the lead for Powell as they look to the halftime break. Well, this is certainly not the plan, but this man has been simply brilliant. Tui Maila has had two massive chances near the end. But Tabu into the short side. It looked like the forward's going to run that show. But a second line deeper pass from Palu down the expert line run from Dekron to make it 12-0. And I say maybe we should have taken the 3. Jeez, what a half from Powell. Superb defence throughout that middle passage. A great start. And then a perfect finish as well. They could have dreamt of a better 40 minutes, but can they keep it up for another? We are about to find out, but first things first, let's take a look at the areas we are suffering. 14-0 is not the only place that we are not up to the mark. Trailing on the scoreboard, trailing massively on possession. 71-29. We've lost the danger man in Minozzi. We brought on Teddy Thomas, who's equally as dangerous though, so we shouldn't lose too much there. But no possession, no territory, nothing's just been going our way at all. And perfectly fair to say we are struggling. The second half, things need to change. We can't bring on the subs. We've got to suck it up, and we've got to take it to Powell in the second 40. Let's get to it and get this job done. Well, the odd three-pointer, eh? Who would have thought it would have backfired that badly? We lost Minozzi. We conceded another try. Not going our way so far. We've got 14 minutes here to redeem ourselves as Ortiz chases hard and puts in a good tackle on Callis as well. Got to go short side, and unsurprisingly, they changed my back in. And Callis has another strong run. He could lose this though. Gomez on the ball. Does not come back for him. Good work for Tabua. Short side, looking for another opening round. This time Smith, he's in touch. Even better. Boy, they are playing some immense rugby, and those early signs for the second 40 already tell me that they're not letting this one up. Still a forward to throw, just getting it to Underhill. Merrick has a weak dance for finding Harris. A short ball to Ralhag, who straightens it up. Now looks for Damon. Wide ball for Thomas. That is class from Montpellier. Damon, not a regular starter, but his continuity, his understanding of the play was simply world class right there. Great spacing, great timing, and great waiting as well from the young fly half. Harris created this, Ralhag did the damage through the middle. Damon was in the right place to regather the play and make the second wave of it happen without it dying. And that is how you put away a finish for Montpellier. Struck just as we needed it as well. Of course, Bottier, remember back to season 1 and 2, I think it was. Bottier was the man for a lot of our goal kicking, probably up there with one of our leading point scorers for this whole career. Let's see if we can add another couple to his tally. For his lifetime, he does indeed. Anthony Bottier, 2 points on the board. Class, sure, is permanent. 14-7 the score. Just 8 minutes into the second 40 minutes. Still a lot of time to go to claw this one back. Powell were very good in the first 40, but if we can put more points on that board, it'll be a very, very pleasing second 40 as Harris Damon. Look at him go, the little man. A chip over the top, tries to take on Tuimaila, but he can't do it. Well fielded at the back there from the winger. Tuimaila has been outstanding tonight on the left wing. Now he's got another chance if they can find him there. They choose not to go that way. Damon though is a real danger man. As Powell slip it backwards and Yamiolo's lost the ball. Gomez picks it up and Damon again. Straightening it up. He loves a run. Change player this season. Dollar forward. Out the back is nicely picked up from Ross and stolen from John. Ralhag, Thomas. Thomas can't quite get past the defender. Just takes him down. We'll keep this one on the forwards. Gomez fending through. Good run. Into 22 he goes.
Release.
Referee signalling Powell to get out of the way. Is Bottier up on the line. Makes it happen. Bottier back to Hamanaj. Didn't need Harris. And the big prop rumbles under the sticks. Game on. Well, I thought Chris Harris was the obvious choice there. Switching it in and out. What's the number 13 here? Chris Harris for Montpellier. He was marked beautifully, and it was outstanding work from Bottier to spot the right man to go to. Hamanaj of all people. You wouldn't have thought he was the key man there. But unmarked, and underestimated. He's made Powell pay the price fully. So a big kick here for Montpellier. How good to see him up in the line. Something we were critical of him in those early seasons. Didn't join the line enough, but he was very solid defensively, always back for a kick. Look at him tonight. He's already been not back for a kick. It would cost us a lot of meters, but that time up in the line, making things happen. He's got good pace and acceleration, and that was what that try was all about. 14-14, 20 to play. Montpellier in control of the second 40 minutes. Oh, that's a shocker. Tolofua getting a bit fancy there, throwing it forward. There's Damon.
Crouch.
Overran as
Bind.
welcome in that instance.
Set.
Powell. The scrum feed. Have a 10th place team pull off. Critical upset. Tabua. Tries away Smith, who chips it back inside. Decron's the man. He's been a real handful. So is Ross, for that matter, who takes out Tolofua. Makes up for the forward pass. And now Damon finds Harris. Straightens it up again. Out to Rollhug. The wheels of Rollhug. How are they? They might be good enough. What a try! Yavar Rollhug runs away from Tabua and puts it perfectly in the corner. Diving nice and early, getting the slide on through. That is class from Montpellier once more. Damon, oh, he is something else, but the skill and power and pace of Chris Harris. And look at that finish from Yavar Rollhug. That's a real camera lover, if ever I've seen one. The go-ahead points for Montpellier. Lead by 5. Kick to come. And this really has been quite a fantastic second 40 minutes from Montpellier. I'd imagine there were some stern words instead of that half-time break. It has gone fully to heart, it seems like, as these B-boys have stepped it up in the second 40 minutes, trailing 14-0 the break. Now with just over 10 to play, they lead by 7, 21-14. Nicely taken, oh, wiped out as well. Joseph hit hard. Rampaging Tom Smith, number 10. Not often you see that. Complete disregard for our big man. Talking about complete disregard, it's skill and quality and ratings that Damon has complete disregard from. He shouldn't be anywhere near this team. He's young, he's not the greatest overall rated player, but boy oh boy, when he goes good, he is something else. Tunnel forward to throw. Geelong in the middle. Here is Teddy Thomas. First receiver. Smashing into contact. Merrick's got a quick ball. Underhill. Wide pass for Ortiz. It's the crowd favourite. Vincent Ortiz. Easy finish. He does it so often. He is pure pace. And you just can't take that away from him. Put him in this situation, and 9 times out of 10, he will give you the reward. Winger to winger. Teddy Thomas hit it up first, and then Underhill took on that last corner, that last bookend, that gave a clean run for this man, Vincent Ortiz. He's back. He's back in the tries as well. Well, quite a second half performance, I think you'd have to agree. 14-0 down, 4 unanswered tries in the second 40 against Powell. And we can see why this team has only 9 wins this season. 14 losses to go with those. They really don't have a good second half display. The tank is empty for Powell, and now it is Montpellier that are filling theirs up with points. 6 minutes left on the clock. A positive first 40 has been met with complete disappointment in the second for Powell. As up goes Joseph again. This one might be lost, however. It's a strong chase on the rack for Powell, and again they do the job, just like the start of the first half. They look out wide. There's not much room here for Ekman to go, but it's got a nice little thrown way, and the pass is coming thick and fast. Morris gives it outside, and their split gets it rumbling another few meters. Could be a penalty. No, even better as a turnover. And Montpellier smokes us downfield about 3 meters. Well, he had plenty of time to line that up, Montpellier, but just didn't quite get it where he wanted it. Still, 20 metres out from the Montpellier line. Luckily, he got that fourth try, because this looks like a golden chance for Powell. That didn't look straight, but Nets lets it run. At the back is Morris. Right on the 20 zone. Charging run. Big man, Yamigo. Another one for Vatabua. Close to the touchline, they let him roll, but he holds on. Switching back to Morris. Oh, still going, the big man. White jerseys, quick to the breakdown. Vatabua once more. Now they get a bit of one. Oh, what a line! Outstanding play. And slicing through like the perfectly sharp hot knife through butter. And Tuimava gets the try. Well, that is quite the finish. It was a strong run here from Morris. Got them right where they wanted to be. And then this perfect ball. Wow. Shows what they can do here, pal. And with that sort of finish, it could be a force that seasons to come. They keep hold of key players. Their back row especially, what the work of Morris. And their forward pack. Now their forward front row with Yamigo as well. Callis has been in everything. Nets and Pilo have started to get rolling in the late part of the second half. That is it! Full-time rings as the try was scored by Tuimava. Not Tuimala, it's B's and O's. Goodness me, he's been outstanding in the second half. Well, throughout this whole game, has the left winger. And you can't take that finish away from him. And it gives them a bonus point too, pal, which will please them to no end. But after being up 14-0 at the break, they certainly did fall away in a big way in that second 40 minutes. 28-21, the full-time score. Montpellier with a 7-point bonus point win, but also a bonus for Powell as well. Tuimava, that's the man. He got the final try to really get them back for that bonus point. Decron and Ekfin, though, were the key starters for them. Off that first half, they looked incredible. Smith, 3 out of 3 was key, but of course that defence throughout the first half was simply outstanding from Powell as well. Hamanad's the unlikely try scorer. The rest were backs. Ralha, Cratiz, and Thomas picking one up off the bench. Overall, Bottier 4 conversions to go with it. 28-21, a win. Menossi got injured, but overall with one game left in the regular season, we're looking in good shape. Bonus point win. Honestly, couldn't ask for more. And a fully fit starting 15. Love it. It's a contrast on stats in the second 40, isn't it? Certainly taking over the game were Montpellier. They got that possession of territory pretty much back up to 50-50, and they made Powell work in defence. Overall, though, an exciting game. Lots of points, lots of tries. 7 throughout the 80 minutes. You've got to love to see a good try fest and a good close match in the end, and some great talent from certain Powell players. So it's a goodbye, we say, to another Montpellier player who is going to be out for the rest of the season. Mateo Menossi, if we are full strength, he's bench. He does push for a starting lineup place, but we've got the likes of Malin still fit and ready to go. He can take that fullback spot. And of course, we've still got Thomas, we've got Bottier, plenty of players who can do damage in those positions. But Menossi, great player, outstanding this season, 9 weeks, shame. But he's done his job, I do think, throughout Europe and all through these club games, covering injuries. He's been an outstanding member of the squad. That does leave us, of course, with just the one game to go. Of course, before playoffs, we'll be seeing plenty more action from the top 6 teams, isn't it? We've got quarterfinals with 3 through to 6, and then, of course, we've got the top 2 coming in after that, which, of course, will be Montpellier. We are up against La Rochelle, a team we have struggled to beat in the past, so let's see if we can do the damage this time. We did beat them 31-14 last meeting, so let's keep up that good form like we just had against Powell. They are down in 9th. They've got 10 wins, a draw, and just 14 losses on their side. Powell, well, they've wrapped up their season pretty much. You can see there with the 16th loss, 14 for La Rochelle. Shouldn't be too much of a threat. They're on a 5-game losing streak, but what's interesting, Toulon have snapped their losing streak, and that has caused Toulouse to miss out. So we did see this 2 games ago when there was a difference of, what was it, 9 points or so between Toulon and Toulouse. Toulouse were on about an 8-game losing streak. I thought maybe they will just choke their way out, but nope, they've stuck it out and they've brought it back around 2 wins to finish their season. sees them inside that top 6. Cast, though, dropped the ball a little bit, losing their last game. Started the fruit drinks, did the job, got it up to 89 points. A comfortable difference of 6 there. Clermont, another 6 up. And of course, Montpellier, another 6 up again with the game in the hand. Bordeaux Begler, though, so good. 17 points in front. We've got the game, but you still got to say they're going to be, well, minimum of 12 points top of the table. What an incredible side they have been this season. That does wrap me up, though, for today's episode. An exciting one against Pau. You just never know when we chuck out the B team what is going to turn up. Luckily for us, a decent performance in the second 40 minutes at least. First 40, a bit dodgy. Let's build on that, go again for our last game of the regular season against La Rochelle, and then we go for trophies. Until then, thanks for coming by and watching. I hope you're enjoying the series, and take care.